Oh, hi. Direct from BTV, it's me, Svengoolie.
Hey, it's Svengoolie.
No, it's Alice Cooper.
And I'm Dan DiDio, and welcome to DC Daily.
Hi everyone, I'm Hector Navarro.
And I am Sam Humphries.
Today we're wrapping up our coverage from New York Comic Con with Batwoman, Watchmen, and camp horror icon Svengoolie.
Ooh.
Batwoman premiered Sunday night on the CW. Up top, Hector. And we caught up with some of the cast to find out what we can expect from Kate Kane's Gotham adventures this season.
So Alice is the big bad of this season, but we also know now, and I can finally say it, I'm so relieved, that she is Beth Kane. She was Beth Kane, who is obviously Kate Kane's twin sister. So they have a very complex relationship because as Batwoman and Alice, they're nemesis to one another, but as sisters, you know, they're sisters. So I think it presents this interesting dilemma for both of them.
Sophie Moore is one of the top agents for a private military squad called the Crows. She is second in command right under Jacob Kane, who is Kate Kane's father. And the interesting thing with Sophie is Kate and Sophie had a secret relationship back in military school, but they haven't seen each other since then because they broke up. But Sophie is why Kate returns back to Gotham because Sophie's been kidnapped. Now that Kate has come back to rescue Sophie, now it's like, okay, wait, you're staying now? Wait, Kate's staying in Gotham? And so now she's having to deal with these feelings. So people can just expect to see that there's going to be a little bit of an up and down roller coaster. Working with Ruby has honestly just been so much fun. The girl just does not stop. She's got the most busiest schedule of everyone. Even though she may be tired, she may be stressed, whatever, the girl's getting it done. And that's also my whole persona. I just want to get things done. And so we've really vibed in that way. And honestly, we got our stuff done pretty good.
I think one of the strengths of our show is not only that it focuses on Kate Kane's journey and Batwoman's journey, but there's such a wonderful supporting cast of characters and all their storylines intertwine, and there's a kind of a character for everyone to relate to on the show, which is really cool. And as for me, more mayhem.
Batwoman airs Sundays at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
On the animation side, Wonder Woman Bloodlines held its world premiere at New York Comic Con, and the stars and creatives came out for a behind-the-scenes look at Diana's latest adventure.
I do the voice of Wonder Woman. I have been for a few years now, and this is the first time that we're able to really explore her whole storyline. It goes into the nostalgic kind of storytelling of when Steve first gets into Themyscira, and her leaving her culture, her family, all her traditions behind to go into America and go out to the greater world and have that culture clash. She's an ambassador from where she was, and she's growing and evolving in this new space. We see a lot of old characters that we love from the comic books that don't often, all the time get reverence in the big films. And we have that, but sort of modern storytelling a little bit and really getting into the psychology and the realities of what, Wonder Woman, who gets named Wonder Woman when she leaves Themyscira and joins this world, but what it means for her to be in this new space and how confronting and challenging that is because she helps and she also hurts.
This was an attempt that James wanted to basically, let's introduce, who's in Wonder Woman's life. Let's introduce her villains.
Diana and Silver Swan have a very complicated relationship. There's a lot of resentment that Silver Swan has towards her. So there's a very epic battle that the fans are going to see how she really feels about her. Silver Swan's powers are her sonic scream. And it was very interesting to try to learn how to do that because I really wanted to make sure I didn't disappoint the fans. So you'll see.
Dr. Poison is... she's a villainess. She wants to shut down Wonder Woman and uses some interesting techniques that I think are against the rules of war, but she uses them anyway.
Dr. Cyber, as the name might suggest, she is mainly heard and not seen.
I think one of the really interesting things we're able to explore in this film is the idea of who's worth saving. We have a lot of different villains who behave badly for a lot of different reasons. And Diana's a really compassionate person, so the idea of you can do more than just punch a bad guy, you might be able to redeem a bad guy, is, I think, a really fresh concept.
My favorite part about being a Wonder Woman is embodying all of the different aspects to her personality. I mean, she's very strong and she's very smart and she's very capable, but she's also really new to a lot of these customs in this new world, and it's beautiful seeing her navigate that and grow and evolve as a person, and she has a lot of growth, and I think it's a wonderful and powerful and amazing story, and I'm really excited to share it with everybody.
Wonder Woman Bloodlines is available now via digital download, and you can pick it up on Blu-ray starting October 22nd.
Meanwhile, I like to say that like I'm in a comic book. Meanwhile, HBO's Watchmen is one of the most anticipated shows of the fall season, definitely mine, and the cast crashed the DC booth for a special fan signing. Watchmen is certain to shake up the television landscape when it premieres on October 20th, so stay tuned to DC Daily for interviews with the cast and creators next week.
In publishing news, DC is teaming up with horror movie host Svengoolie for a special Halloween comic adventure, and we got all the details from DC publisher Dan DiDio and Svengoolie himself.
I was at the C2E2 convention in Chicago and I was doing a signing, and way down the line, about a half hour away from getting to me, was this gentleman. And when I found out he was the publisher of DC Comics, I was just amazed. I was like, why is he waiting in line to meet me? But he came up, we talked, we became friends, and he kept saying, you know, we should do something. And I was all for that, obviously. And we kicked things back and forth, and he came up with this idea for me to be facing this horrible menace that only the Justice League could help me get rid of. And I was sold on it immediately.
It's 4 two-page stories running over a month's worth of comics. So every week in all the books, you'll see 1 two-page story coming about at you. And it really is Sven under attack by a series of giant rubber chickens of origin unknown. And it's only the people who can save them is the Justice League, or so we think.
Well, we think so, yeah.
You do survive at the end, don't you?
That would be giving it away. Come on.
Sure. And also, it's your 40th anniversary.
That's right.
This is 40th anniversary, so it just seemed like a natural to do it at this particular time. There was so many celebrations. I've been following them all, and for Sven in so many different places celebrating the 40th anniversary of the show. So I think it's a great piece to have in our books. Perfect month is October, month of monsters, makes perfect sense there. So it all came together rather nicely.
I've been telling people I've been a comics fan since I was about 9 or 10 years old, and if I could go back in time and tell that 10-year-old, you know, hey, someday you're going to be in the comics with these people that you adore, it just blew me away.
If you need to up your DC fashion game, I mean, I definitely don't. I'm good. Psych, I need a lot of help. So if you are like me, Forever 21 is your one-stop shop. Their brand new DC collection debuted last weekend, and it includes jackets, hoodies, bodysuits, and more. There are plenty for the ladies to choose from, and even some pieces for us guys too, thankfully. Check out Forever 21 so you can wear your DC pride for the multiverse to see.
And finally, no Comic-Con is complete without sports!
Oh, that's right, Hector. Sports. Wait, sports?
Yeah, that's right, Sam. The ECHL has partnered with Warner Brothers and DC for special hockey jerseys designed after all our favorite DC heroes and villains. And we even got custom jerseys made for us.
Yeah. Oh, yours says Navarro? That's so cool.
Yours says the Hammer, way cooler.
Yeah.
Thanks, ECHL. We'll never be superheroes or professional athletes, but now we can look like both.
Yeah. And that is a wrap on New York Comic Con 2019, which once again, a showstopper for the world's greatest superheroes and the fans.
And the fans. That's right. We're going to be back tomorrow with our regularly scheduled DC Daily programming. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Sports.
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 Stay tuned for scores.
Batman, Superman, Aquaman, sports.
Goals.